So when do we stop trading? This is a very personal thing that each one of you as traders need to really think about, because sometimes if you continue to try to grind out some trades, especially if you go red and then you go green and then you go red again, you can really end up with a very, very bad day. And, today for me, I traded multiple instruments. I traded stocks, so LGVN, CLVS. I had 110 on LGVN, and then we lost 81 on CLVS. Just up and down with the P&L, and then we traded the Russell. So the Russell has been very strong. If we look at this chart on the 5-minute, we can see here very clear areas of support. They were resistance. Price pulled back down to it yesterday on the close, popped up, went sideways, came back down. So many times price likes to just find these levels and find these areas. But that's not what this video is about. It's just more or less about trying not to over trade. So 7 trades for me, including this one right here. If I wasn't scalping, this is a very choppy day. Now, we double topped up here. This is the Russell futures. This is something that follows the IWM. Now, the IWM, if we look down here, was coming into resistance. And wouldn't you know, it comes up and just about taps that exact level. So on the Russell, going over to that, on the futures, we saw very similar action here. Rejected, came back, rejected this key area, and now we're continuing the sell-off. This is how I trade. I need to know where my levels are. And if we look at the SPY, very similar down here. I'm just going to make this a little bit higher. Right here, what was resistance, support, and then again, today, support. Same area. We saw a very nice bounce. So if you want to trade some, really low risk setups, you can take trades off of these levels and then take your scalp. That moved $2 in your favor, $2 in a matter of maybe 20 minutes. So that was a very nice opportunity to scalp some options, stock, buying stocks when we're down here, all that kind of stuff. But, we're seeing a very choppy session as SPY is on VWAP right now. It's been below it, it's been above it, now it's back down to it. If I keep trading, then this $84 will disappear. When you're in a choppy day like this, the last day of Q1, a lot of traders, they're closing out their books, they're putting on different trades going into Q2. You're going to see some of that move. So if we take a look at the VIX, which is the volatility, we spiked here. We did break 20. So right down here, basically double topped from the day before. Now we've come back down really nicely. When this comes down, that means the stock market is most likely going up. But then at 11 a.m., we started to make, these, higher highs and higher lows right now. So it's still in range. I mean, we're not down a lot. The Dow's down 120, not a big deal. The NASDAQ is down a little bit, not a big deal. The Russell is actually up, which is diverging a bit. But you need to realize, if you want to trade and trade long term, do not overtrade. Know when to shut it down. I can see opportunity just by looking at charts and what we think is the perfect opportunity, right? You take that one too many trades and that's it. So that's why, the mental discipline is just so important. And to each trader, you're going to have to, you know, unfortunately, through experience is how you're going to learn it. You know, you may watch videos, you may read a lot of books, listening to other traders, you know, reinforcing this, you know, principle of real mental discipline. But until you actually do it and, you know, practice it with real money, and take a lot of time and, you know, education and a lot of screen time, you're really not going to be prepared just by reading a book or hearing people tell you. You just have to do it. And you will. You will definitely get there. So mental discipline is just, it's so key. I mean, we can all look at the market and, you know, for the most part, taking wins and keeping your losses small, you can make money, consistently. It's those bad, uh, you know, you weren't in the right mind state, or just a bad mistake ends up just wiping your gains out, and then it puts you in a bad mood. You know, we've all been there before. So just, you know, try to shut it down. You know, when you're green, you're at your goal, just shut it down. You know, and especially if you guys are at your max loss, do not continue to trade. That goes without saying. So set your rules, but follow them. And we're not always going to follow them. You know, we break rules. We're human, but breaking rules less often is going to really help you out. So that's it. Very obvious video, but felt the need, especially with how I'm feeling in the market today, and I'm kind of all over the place. It's probably really wise that I lock this small green day up and move on with my day. So hope you enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up. I'll see you back on the next one. Take care, guys.